Okay, so want to give the basics of the housing, or
Please go ahead.
and make up stuff as I go along here?
Well,
Okay.
Start with the frontier system.
Okay. Let me start with the housing system takes place in the frontiers. The frontiers are floating islands within Dragon's Prophet. It's an area where you can purchase your house, actually purchase a lot and build your house from there. What are you doing?
Someone wants to see your dragon.
Dragons?
This is Dragon's Prophet. Let's first start off by saying, if you're new, it's all about dragons. And here is an awesome dragon. Now that we've got your attention, we can go back to the exciting stuff about
Housing is exciting. How can you not think housing's not exciting?
Oh, I do think it's exciting.
It's a wonderful...
I just think dragons are more exciting.
Housing gets no respect.
Well,
Okay, so back to where I was.
kind of goes with who's delivering the speech here too, right?
Oh, okay. So your housing system basically starts in different little housing islands that you see here, which is our frontier system.
Floating islands, in fact. They're
They
up
are
in the
floating.
air.
Yes.
Yes.
Great to have you a dragon that can fly.
Yeah.
Because we're all about dragons. To show you the first part of the map of the area, this particular one that I'm in here, you can see all these little housing plots that are available for you. The really cool thing with the housing system is it is going to lead into the frontier system. The frontier system is going to incorporate PvP into the area. It's also going to incorporate ownership of not only your housing plot, but the area itself. So as he's pointing out on the map, there is a large castle up in the corner. That castle can actually...
Citadel, I believe we're calling it.
I believe that is the proper name, Citadel. And it's a system that's not quite in-game yet. You'll be seeing it later, probably a little after launch.
A couple expansions out, probably.
But that's going to allow you to
Several
actually
months.
take ownership of the actual floating island itself. And at that point, yourself or your guild can own control of it and defend it from other factions that you're fighting against. You can charge taxes against the players there to help build your forces. You can obtain different guild perks and perks for the island to buff your PvP abilities. Again, that's a system that's coming in a little later. It's not going to be in right now, but it's where the housing system kind of leads into. Right now, the big part of housing is decoration, and sorry, I'm talking with my hands instead of the mouse. And your ability to actually show a little creativity that you have. I was a little ill this week, so I asked a few different players to give me a hand in doing some decorating this week. Let me find an actual plot area that isn't purchased yet.
Wow, what is going on with that guy?
He's
That's a little
backing up.
weird.
Looks like everybody bought all of the lots in the area. See if I can give you an idea what it's like here. Go over here. As I run over really slowly. Each of these houses that you see actually started out as blank lots of land. And then once you purchase the lot, you get over here, this is my plot over here, which someone decorated for me.
Someone decorated, but there's no house there.
There is a house.
Well, explain the mystery to us, Rod.
So what you see right here is the plot of land. You can see it all fenced in. This is the area that I actually own and have the ability to place objects in and build whatever I want. In this particular case, I went to sleep last night with a bunch of trash on the ground because I was allowing players to pick up some items and decorate for me, and this is what I came back to in the morning. I believe this one is thanks to Summoner, who's I think is running around somewhere around here. He gave me a hand and did some decorating for me. In this particular case, what he actually designed was a jumping platform game. So it's actually designed so that you can try. I tried this for a little while yesterday or this morning and failed miserably to actually platform my way up there.
Can you push somebody else off the platform?
I don't believe players actually have collision on each other. But basically what he designed was a little game to go through. And
Let's see you get to the chair at least. Come on.
what, the third one? I think that's as far as I made it so far. It was pretty difficult, I have to admit. Okay, I really am bad at this.
Maybe raise your camera up a little bit.
No.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and show everyone your face while you're doing it. Go ahead, everyone.
You can see the frustration and the stress building as I'm trying to make the jump.
You got one! Oh!
I'll make it in one jump.
Yes, I see what you're going to do there. Flying to the top.
But it's designed as a little game for you to go up here and get your way up into the house.
That's the house. It's a small house.
This is a really small house. I've actually chosen one of the little small plots that are available
Can your dragon fly in there?
Yeah.
Braking, collision, and everything. There you go. Now, if you dismount.
Voila.
Very nice.
Welcome
You
to my
win.
house. I am there.
A la cheating.
We'll sit down. We'll take a little break, and we'll get back to you guys later. Or not. Okay, so let's show you a little bit about the actual crafting, or not crafting. Crafting was a couple weeks ago. Housing. Okay. So let's go into my actual housing UI here. And what the housing UI allows you to do.
Someone wants you to hit M real quick. Show that map again.
You want to see the map? There's the map. You're trying to figure out where we are, aren't you?
Someone liked the treehouse design. Alright, show us a real house. It's on the ground.
Sorry about that.
Try not to get everyone sick.
Yeah, I know. Everybody stay away. I'm contagious. So actually, before we show off from our house, let me show you a little bit about how the housing works. So I'm just going to go in here and open up my housing.
By the
UI.
way, to sit down, it's the X key, I believe.
Yes, that is correct.
Someone was asking how you sit down.
I just learned that one the other day myself, the X key. And the other one I learned was on your number pad, you tap the asterisk, and you walk. I didn't know that before. I had a player tell me about that. That was kind of cool.
Learn something every time we're here.
I know.
That's great.
So the basic UI that you see up in the top is it tells you a little bit about the house. You can see how much, the size of it, the rent, the number of, the deposit of actually how much I paid for it, and the number of buildings that are allowed on it. Once you actually place objects in the housing lot, you have house objects, which are your building objects, and then you have your furniture itself. Each of those have different amounts that you can have. If I go into my arranged furniture, you can see that I have 49 of 100 spaces available in my inventory. Bunch of dragons.
Yeah, very nice.
You can see a bunch of items that have been placed into my inventory, and this is my housing inventory. So it removes it from my personal inventory and puts it into my house. From there, I can then place it on the ground. So I'm going to just grab something here. There's not a whole lot here. Let's grab something.
I see Kraylith talking about there's not enough large plots right now, which is a point we were discussing. So just for everyone's understanding, and I see some other people saying, hey, you guys are learning about your own game. Well, that's partially true. The game is being developed by a company called RuneWaker. They're based out of Taiwan. They're also the creators of Runes of Magic. What we're doing is we're publishing the game. So we are taking their game, we're translating it, we're making some modifications for the North America player base, and then working on bug fixing with them, working on integrating all of our other systems and setting up servers here. So there is a lot actually for Rod and myself to learn. So if you see us talk about things we just discovered or things we're not sure of, that's why. It's because we aren't actually developing the game here. We're just taking the game and publishing it for you guys. Go ahead.
Okay. Kind of answer a question of Bran there. Yes, you can actually place a house down. If you look around, you see all these different houses that are there. Those are actually placed by the different players, and they're different types of houses. So you start with the lot, and you can place the house itself.
Let's go check one out. Are you going to place your house?
I was going to place a couple objects real quick just to show how it is. So I grabbed an object from my inventory here, and I'm putting into the housing inventory. So now
these guys bouncing all the way up there. Oh.
They're just trying to make me look bad. Thanks. So once it's in my housing inventory, I can select which objects I want to manipulate. I'm going to place the object so you can see how it's now on the screen there.
Can you zoom in a little?
If I can get out of everyone else here. So you can see I have the object there. I can rotate it around. I can also use the UI that is designed over on the side here to move it up, down, right, left, and rotate it so that you have easy manipulation. Again, this is a system that is in the works a little bit, and I'm sure they're going to work on fine-tuning it, making it a little easier and more interesting for the players.
We got players asking for you to put an actual house down here.
I would put down, well, okay.
Bran's a little
I'm going to
agitated,
ruin.
it looks like.
The problem that I run into is this is a house that's up above me right now, and if I pull that out, I'm going to have to pull it out in order to actually do anything with it. Let me grab it. Sorry, Summoner. Oops. Currently it's locked. Now I've unlocked it. Now that it's unlocked, I can actually manipulate it and move it around. If I want to, I can retrieve the house. It leaves all the items that were up there before, and
that guy fell down too.
Sorry, Zion.
I think he fell through the world. Nice job. Oops.
And let me put that house back out here. Just grabbing it, and you can see the house is there. I'm zoomed in right now, so it's a little hard to see. Zoom out there.
That's a small house for this
Yeah,
lot.
well, it's actually a really small lot, too, is the problem.
All right.
So that's a little example right there of one of the houses you can have there. Once
How
you
do you
put
get
it
up
out
in
there,
that house? Can you double jump up there?
I think you can jump. Yeah, no problem at all.
There you go. Need some stairs. And a chair outside. That's a nice porch you got there. The invisible porch.
Yeah, it looks much better than I did last night. It was a pile of trash kind of thing.
Looks
So,
like giant nails going through it as well.
so there's a basic idea of how you place the house. You place a few objects in there. We're just going to take a quick look around, give you an idea of like what you can actually do in that housing situation. Since you have the controls to raise things up and down, you can kind of change the angle that they're at. That wasn't very nice. Wasn't nice dropping it on the ground either. This was
So here, let's go in that house and show us some of the furniture that's in there.
Okay.
I like the windows.
Why won't-
Very nice.
Good, there we go. So the actual major house part right here is one object, and then all the pieces that you see individually are objects that were placed by the players. In this particular case, I had 3 different players give me a hand last night. I want to throw a call out for Apex, Lady, and the Summoner. They gave me a hand last night and decorated a few of these houses for me.
So people are asking if there's going to be limited housing. Well, there's housing. Housing's limited on each frontier island, but the number of islands that there are available is not limited. So it's not necessarily going to be you can't get a lot. The number of islands is something that we control and that we will increase as the demand requires it. Can you get a house right away? This is what someone is asking right now.
Pretty much as soon as you have the currency to actually purchase the house and the ability to get to the location, you can get them.
Yes, and that's around level 30, 35.
I mean, they're actually not that cheap, or they're pretty cheap, so it's not that hard to get them.
It all depends on how you play.
One of the really cool things with this particular housing system is because we start with a lot and then we place the house on it, you can decorate the outside of it. So in this case, we started with a pretty small shack here, decorated the inside, and then also decorated the outside. So you can see all the plants and stuff were actually added as housing objects because it starts out as that blank area. I'm going to run over to another house here and take a look. I chose this particular area because there was actually a couple other houses that were already built here that other players had built. We'll take a look at one of those really quick. This one over here I thought turned out really nice. It was one of them that I can't take any credit for. It had nothing to do with me. But it looks really nice. The way they spent the time to decorate everything. All of the furniture is all in the right places. They've got candles on the tables. They spent a lot of time making this place look nice and livable.
Does it look like a castle? We will make you the king.
One of the things that we're striving for in developing the game is making sure that there's lots of different types of furniture available.
Move your head over a little. You got a little crown.
Oh, I'm now the king, huh? You are really bored over there, aren't you? So you have lots of unusual objects that you can put out. Things like the candlesticks you see on the table here, a little telescope. There's pillows that you can put on the beds. Some of the beds actually come with pillows, but there's additional ones. Looks like we got a mounted head on the wall there. All kinds of unique objects, and these objects can be you can obtain these through merchants that you find on each of the islands. You can also use the crafting system to craft them through the crafter. Is that the class? Yeah, crafter.
Hey, so real quick, I just want to chime in. And for those of you that are in the SOE Twitch channel, if you want beta keys, you need to jump over to the Dragons_Profit Twitch channel. That's where they're going to be giving the keys away, I believe. Have we given any keys away yet?
We gave away, I think, 4 or 5 right at the beginning of the...
I don't see any on here. Looking through the chat.
We did.
Okay.
It was before you even walked up, I think.
Okay. There you go. You got a key. Okay. Good job. I thought there was an NDA on this game. There is an NDA on this game. When you sign up for beta, you are under NDA. What we're showing here is open for everyone to take a look at. But when you're in there playing the beta, you know, when we have other people in the game, you're not allowed to go out and post outside of our forums about it. Not yet. Soon. Soon that will change. Okay, so you've covered the basics housing. You want to talk about, some people are asking, like, where do you get houses from? How do you get up to the frontier area? So I think maybe kind of working backwards a little bit on I think would be helpful for some folks.
Sure, we can do that. When you first, actually, let me teleport real quick. When you actually first come into the housing areas, teleport, here we go.
Zooming in on us, are you?
Just like zoom in, zoom out.
Zoom out. You know, best way is just get rid of this.
This will be one of the starting areas for this particular housing island. And as you can see right here, it has a little village that's available to you. In this little village you go into...
Pull up the map so everyone can see on this particular island where it is. So it's far off on the side there.
Yeah, I think we're down over here in this little area down here.
Did you teleport there? I missed it.
I teleported there originally.
Yeah, okay. Because that was pretty quick. So how massive would you say each island is? I mean, how long would it take you to run from there to there? Can you see where I'm pointing?
Yeah. I suppose you're talking to them, not me.
From here to here.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's huge, but it does have a definite,
I'd say it's pretty big.
good distance to it.
You need a dragon to fly around.
Yeah, suggest a mount of some sort to run around on.
Well, everyone should have several dragons, many dragons by the time they get up here. Okay, so sorry, go back into this little fenced-off area. This is where you buy your house?
This is where you can actually get your furniture, your decorations, you can get the house itself. Again, this is another one of those systems that's still in development a little bit, so you're going to see things that are not fully translated yet, but we'll have that done very soon. This example of the houses here, and it looks like the previews aren't working on these ones either.
And they're not translated yet either. We've got to work on that. Hey, so the for the person who was asking where you download the client, JK, when you enter your key on the website, www.dragonsprofitthegame.com, underneath the apply for beta, there's a little link to enter your beta key. Go through that process, either sign up with an existing station account or create a new one. It'll ask you to enter the key again, and it should already be preloaded, and then there should be a download button after that. If that's not the case, let us know. But the download button should be there at the end of that process.
So once you first get to the housing area, you're going to run into this particular area. This is an opportunity to buy your houses after you've gone out and picked your lot that you want. If you're really not interested in being in that kind of social environment of having a lot, we also have an option to purchase an apartment. Apartment's a much smaller little space for you that's pretty much just an inside of an instance that allows you to decorate and be in kind of your own little home, but it's not out in the open where everybody else can see it. It's a system currently not set up on this particular build we're on right now, but it would be done through this NPC here. He buys the apartment, and then you can go up to the apartment up through here.
So you're saying if someone doesn't want to buy a plot, buy the big house, they can just get their own little instanced house through this guy, run up the stairs, and get into their instance.
Yeah, it kind of leads into the question that was about if there was a limited amount of space.
Sure.
And there is a limited number of lots available that we can control, but we do have an infinite number of the apartments available. So everybody has the opportunity to have a house of some sort. It's kind of more of a challenge to make sure you're out there and get the ones that are more public.
Homes away from the PvP area. However, you still need to come here to get to your house?
There's a couple different ways to get to your house. One, of course,
Tell us about that, Rod. So informative.
Throughout the world, there are several ports that you can run into. Of course, right offhand on this particular island, I don't know where that is.
Oh, you mean those ones that the
little
things
spinny
that look
things
like they're
that
out
you
of the
see.
movie Contact, where they're like spinning around?
Those are the things. You'll find those. Are you trying to break things?
Yeah, I was going to pick that up and show everyone that thing because that kind of looks like it.
No, bad idea. You'll find those all over the world, and if you find one, that's a nice big plot. That's not that big.
Will it be a pay-to-play or free-to-play game? Why, it's both. You can play for free, or you can pay to play. Well, that sounds like an obvious choice. Portal is due south of your location, the player is telling us, which means you basically have to turn around. Why don't you get on your dragon?
Everybody wants me on a dragon.
This is why I'm here, folks, to help him. Even though he's really supposed to help me. Think that. What's that right there?
That's a hole.
That's a hole. Oh, you're right.
I don't remember where it is here.
Maybe that's a different
Okay, I'm going to follow this group of people because they clearly know where they're going and I don't.
thought you were up here exploring this area.
I cheated and used commands.
This guy's taking us somewhere crazy. Oh, look, right through there. No?
No. That's a neat looking house, though.
Do we have a cooler looking dragon? Are you kidding? How can it look cooler than that?
And that's a pretty cool looking dragon. Come on.
Are there dragons, flying dragons that can swim too? No, I have not found a dragon that can fly and swim.
Yeah, I have not either.
You've entered the princess's house.
Sorry, I thought I'd check it out. Look kind of cool.
Dragon's knocking stuff off all over the place there. You better done something.
Okay.
He just knocked a candle off there. Oh, yeah. You can't take this guy anywhere.
Ooh. You're looking purple dragon too. Okay, let's try this again. Where's that portal at? Somebody point me in the right direction.
Follow those guys. They're all flying that way.
That's just because they're running away from me.
No. Bottom line is, you can get to these portals in the main game on the base island. There's big, giant portals swirling around. That's how I got there, at least.
And as Todd was saying, it's roughly around level 30 is when you're first going to get there, because that's actually the first continent that you will see them as around level 30 is the first time the portals start showing up, and then each of the zones after that have portals that will lead to different ones of the housing islands.
Right.
Aren't we back where we started?
No, look right over there. What's that? Ha! That is the portal. That's strange. Seems like it's off the island.
That does seem like it's off the island.
And it's not animating. I think you have a bugged zone.
Yeah, something's not right there. Come on, let's go. Oh, there we go. Ha!
It still seems strange.
Okay, so here's an example of... What are you showing off your ring again?
Yeah, someone was asking over in that chat right over there.
There's an example of one of the dragon ports that you can see, or the frontier ports. I know there's a real name for those that I don't know what it is. Do you know?
Now look down. Show everyone around where you are. Pull up your map. Well, now you're on a different island.
Yeah, it's a different housing island. That's not where I want to go.
Well, that's not very helpful.
That wasn't helpful at all, yeah.
Plus, players really have to have a flying dragon to get there, huh?
Most of them, yeah. There's a couple of them off the ground, but most of them are in the air that you have to actually fly to.
We're so well prepared for this.
Absolutely.
All right, well, good. So let's recap. You've shown housing. You've shown what you can do with the lots. There's different size lots. Everyone's aware of there's different size houses for the different size lots. There's going to be PvP, so when you're purchasing your house, now not of course in beta, and we are going to do a character wipe before we go into our open phase of beta. So definitely experiment around, check it out. But once we get into open beta and you're going to purchase your house, you're going to want to consider location. You're going to want to know who's near you, how close to the citadel you are, because at some point, you know, there's going to be a lot of PvP going on around the citadel. So if you have your house near there, while it's good to go over there and run back and forth from your house to the citadel, it could also be bad. You're going to want to know where the teleportation device is on there. A lot of things to consider. Who your friends are, all that good stuff. Okay.
Sorry.
Since we can't figure out the portal from the main area. Oh, that's a nice house.
I know. Hadn't seen that one yet.
Yeah? That one's all right. I'm a architect critic as well.
What is this?
Those are little one. What is
Someone
built something.
Someone built an arrow. They're pointing that direction. That's
awesome.
great.
That's
I wonder
creative.
what's yeah.
See, now that's the thing that I'm really not just the big houses, but I'm looking to see what people can do, like, you know, that whole jumping platform thing. That's cool stuff.
Where's the giant bow that goes with this? I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's certainly the one of the aspects I like is
look at that nice little bridge there.
The creativity that you can see from the people and allow them to actually really show something in the game.
Why don't you port down to the underworld port?
Okay.
Teleport to the underworld port.
Underworld port it is.
Someone asked if there's a giant bow. Can we announce what quarter of the year we're going into open beta? We cannot. Let's see what quarter we're in. The second quarter of the year right now. Well, because we don't know yet. That's why we can't announce yet. We're still trying to figure out some issues. We got some features. We got some translations, obviously, that we're still working on. We're doing voiceover recording right now. We're doing some more stuff with our servers, trying to be able to take a higher load on each server so we can have more players playing together. So there's quite a few things that we're doing. with the game still on an ongoing basis. We actually have a new build that came in today that we're putting on our QA and staging server. So just a lot of things we have to figure out. We want to make sure the game is as solid as it can be when we go into open beta and we start monetizing and letting everybody play. So as soon as it's ready, we'll let you know. All right, so where we are now is we're back on the main world, and we're at a city. If you want to bring up the map, we're near the underworld port. We're gonna head down here and we're gonna do one of the social quests. We're probably the only ones here. Hopefully we'll get some other players along here. We're gonna do the social quest, and the social quest is up in this part of the UI. And the social quests are things that allow all players to cooperate together. The green bar shows the progress of where we stand on each phase of the quest. This bar up here, I believe, shows you your progress and how much you've contributed. So go ahead and start looting some of these ball crabs, if you will.
Oops.
That wasn't quite so good.
No, I'm gonna get attacked.
You're level 56 here. You should be destroying these guys. Playing a Guardian?
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna run around and just grab a few of these ball crabs and get the event updated a little bit. Who we got over there? Someone else is also doing it. That'll help us out. And that's the nice thing with the public quest is everybody in the area has the ability to help out and participate in the... Yes, it does. Participate in the quest.
So, Nivwit is asking if dragons will have to be purchased with cash. No, they will not. You capture dragons through gameplay. This dragon right here, if Rod wanted to, now he's going to try, he's going to capture a dragon. This is the face of a guy trying to capture a dragon. Let's see. That is not pretty. Go ahead. You kind of look like a little bit like an ogre or a orc, maybe. Go ahead. Do that face again.
What face? That was my normal face. Oh, did I just fail?
Yeah, see, that's what happens when you're too busy making faces. That's how you should capture a dragon. Fortunately, didn't work out so well this time. All right, loot some more of those ball crabs. Come here. Awakaga is helping us out. Very nice. Why did your tutorial stayed up for capturing the dragon? That's another ball crab right there.
It's a dead one.
If it's a dead one, you're supposed to loot it.
Well, there's the live ones you kill, and then there's the carcasses.
Yeah,
so
but
carcasses
when you kill the live ones, then you can loot them.
Don't listen to him.
That's what a carcass is. It's a live one that turned dead.
So after we finished the first stage of that, it moved on to the second one, and now we have to kill the Aquarian Dragonkin.
Will there be tameable bug dragons? I don't know. Oh, you're on stage 2. Yes! Kill the Aquan dragons.
We now have an army helping us, so it's going much faster.
Good. Good, because what we really want to show you guys today is the boss. Big red dragon. Of course, you can't really fight him because he'll die too easily. Probably going to die too easily anyway.
What happened there?
What is the best class in the game?
All of them.
Well, alright, here are the classes for you guys. Guardian, which is what Rod's playing here. Dark Talk is a Guardian. Guardians are hand-to-hand combat with swords, axes, heavy armor. They can take a lot of damage. They can do a fair amount of damage. Ranger. Rangers, let's see, do we have any Rangers here?
Oh, we've got to have a Ranger, at least one somewhere. Let's see. That's Sorcerer. There's an Oracle.
I don't see any Rangers. Rangers, bow and arrow, start, light armor. So they can take a little more damage. They also can use gun blades, which are pretty cool. Gun blades are like swords. And they have guns attached to them. Pow, 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 pow. Wow. They can dual wield at some point, too. I believe. And they can do some damage up close. So Rangers are pretty cool. Then there are Sorcerers. Sorcerers are your typical... Yeah, you guys aren't doing this quest very fast. Sorcerers are magic users, damage from a distance, wear cloth armor. And then Oracle. An Oracle actually does hand-to-hand combat using big scythes. Or later on they have these like ninja stars that spin around. They wear light armor also. Or not light armor, cloth armor. Just like the Sorcerers, cloth armor. And Oracles are pretty neat. They're a different class. Kind of, you could compare them maybe to monks or ninjas in some other games. All 4 classes do DPS. So there's no healing class, there's no secondary classes. That stuff really comes from the dragons that you tame, how you put your points into your attributes and your abilities.
Just a few more, guys.
You got quite a few more. So hope that answers your questions about classes. Dual wield, yeah, that's what I heard, that you can dual wield. I don't know. Have we ever seen dual wielding?
You know, I've never actually looked into it. It might be off of the tree, I think.
Could be a myth. Oh, it could be off the tree.
I think it's
We've never actually used the tree.
I need to play with that sometime.
Is there going to be dragon PvP? Well, I tell you, there is actually a way to have dragon PvP right now. You duel each other. Pull out your dragons, and get some dragon. You can also summon your dragons to fight alongside you, as many people are doing here. And there we go. All right, now check it out. Here is the boss dragon, the diseased mud scale dragon. He's not going to last very long with everyone
they're going to
here.
make short work of him.
Oh, and there he goes. All right. He's kind of cool looking. Look at all these guys. This is awesome. Where's your dragon?
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what we got here.
I want to see I want to see you duel somebody. See if you can get your dragon to fight their dragon, like we guys. Can you tame the boss one? No, you can't tame the boss
Zion was
dragon.
pretty quick to go for that duel idea. This doesn't sound like a good idea. Ow.
Get your dragon to attack us. Come on, what's going on here? Oh, there he goes. Dragon's attacking him, though. Yeah.
Aha, I win. I cheat, though. Being that I've got 1.1 million hit points.
That is so not fair. I'm very disappointed. Did you guys see that? All right, let's go into this instance here. I want to show everybody the other dragon. So there's if anyone who hasn't been in this instance, yeah, I don't think you can select the other
I can't pick
difficulty.
2 right now.
There's a cool boss dragon at the end of this instance, so check it out. There's also some other dragons. Now, unfortunately, everybody won't be able to follow us in here because instances mean that. It's literally your own version of this area. So unless we're in a group or a larger dungeon with a raid, we're playing through it here by ourselves, which is why there's difficulty levels.
I'm also a little overpowered for this particular one. So
you're overpowered for everything here. So powerful. Can someone please tell me how much this game needs space? It needs a lot. 8 gigs.
Yeah, it's closer to 9 at this point. 9 gigs.
9 gigs. That was for Uther. You there, 808. Are the beta keys coming on here or Twitter? I believe they're coming right here. Our community folks aren't in the room with us here.
Oh, they're in there.
They're over at our desks. No, I mean in this room.
I thought you meant the chat room.
This guy. You fight.
See?
You fight monsters.
See? They're talking to us. Right in this room.
Dragon's Prophet is talking to us. Wow.
Like the essence of Dragon's Prophet is just speaking to us right now?
It happens to me sometimes. I don't know what to call it. Dragon's Prophet, I guess.
For any of those that haven't actually seen the game or had an opportunity to be in it before, some of the cool little aspects you'll see with the combat system is the combo moves that you do. If you look over in the bottom right of the screen, you'll see my attacks for my primary and my secondary attack. As I go through and use them, you'll see that the icons change because it's actually changing the ability based off of my keystrokes that I do. And it can change the combo that's actually being performed. It allows the combat to be a little bit more dynamic and allows you to pick and choose what you're doing a little bit more.
Alright, so will this game have voiceovers? Yes, we're working on voiceovers right now. How many people can run a dungeon on level 3 difficulty? Well, a lot of that depends. That's for Outcry Devore. If I'm saying that right. A lot depends on your level. What level the dungeon is, or the instance. Who's with you, what your group dynamic is. So it's really right now a group is made up of 4 people plus your dragons, which Rod is refusing to to fight with his dragon. The goal is we're working on getting the end game dungeons working right now. We're trying to get raid stuff incorporated. Oops, forgot I was still drawing over here. So we're working on raids. Hey, how come your dragon didn't disappear?
That's a good question.
Oh, because you're not,
I'm not
riding
it. Yeah. Duh.
Oops. So I don't really have an answer. Why aren't I playing? Because I talk. I sit here. If we were both playing, it would just be too confusing, and I couldn't read your questions. Okay, here's the boss fight. This is good. I like this guy. He's not super powerful, but he's got some cool effects. He's got a cool breath weapon that spins around, knocks everyone down. His tail whips around. Try not to do too much damage to him too fast. I want to see him knock you down with his breath weapon.
He missed.
That's because you keep moving around. Rod and I have done demos like a GDC, and I swear, Rod couldn't keep still, couldn't stop popping up a UI. Whoa, what's up with the numbers?
That's a good question.
All right. Well, there you go. He knocked you on your butt. That's what I like to see. Now he's just kind of standing there. Can you scroll out a little more? There we go.
Where did my dragon go?
Oh, your
he's
dragon's
down,
gone.
yeah.
Look, he's not summoned up here.
I thought I still had some time on him.
His picture's not showing up either.
Why is he, Yeah, I bugged him out somehow.
Yeah, there was some problem when you did that. All those... See that right there? That's all right.
Probably my buff that I've got on me. It's messing it up. Yeah, something's trying to catch up. I broke it.
Well,
let's kill him. There we go.
You killed him still, so that's good.
Yeah,
but he still had that cool breath effect. Blows his breath on everyone, knocks you down. It's fun. Nice job.
Gloves. Got a dragon crystal.
Yeah, but you didn't get any cool loot. Man, I'm telling you, one time I got a saddle from this guy. A dragon saddle. It was awesome. All right, what do you got for us now? Taking our faces off camera. You know, if you break the game, you have to buy it. That's right.
I gotta buy it now?
You owe.
Oh, man.
How do you equip dragon armor? Oh, that's a good question. All right, so we're going to show you. When you load in, you'll look, when we bring up the dragon window, on this side of the screen over
right there?
That's my guess. Probably a little bit closer to the edge.
Might be a little lower, too.
I'll try again. No, it's right here. Oh, see, you brought it up right when I was... But look at that. That's pretty good. All right, this is where you equip dragon gear. We don't have any to show you right now. What can you tell us about the live bidding system for the auction house? Well, we're going to cover the auction house in a future, but as soon as we get some station cash stuff going and we get more crafting system in there, we'll start talking about the auction house. But the auction house is pretty standard how it works compared to other games. Let's leave it at that. How does this game compare to other MMORPGs? Well, that's for you guys to decide. I mean, personally, I think it's great. I mean, it incorporates a lot of the gameplay that you find in other games. The combat, if you paid any attention to the combat's very engaging. You don't have auto-target. I mean, you can set that up to you have auto-target using tab, but right now when you target things, if you want to run around, just show that dragon there. Targeting is based on where your camera is. So now if Rod rotates his camera, targets something else, it's wherever his camera is, what's in the middle of your screen. And then your combat's very action-oriented. So that's a huge thing. And the fact that everyone can have pets, basically, in this game. And your pets are dragons. How much better does it get than that? But a lot of the mechanics you find in this game, questing, it's very similar stuff to other games. Everyone can do all the crafting here. There's lots of ways to customize your character besides dragons. You have your attributes, you have abilities, you have skills. So there's really all kinds of things. You can put your dragons to work by harvesting resources, training. You do a lot of that stuff in the Dragon Lair, which we've shown a few times.
Success.
I think it's a great game. Yeah, you know, we still got a little bit of polishing to do on some of the features and translations and stuff, but the overall gameplay is pretty fun.
Wow, what is going on?
How is the cash shop going to work? Well, the cash shop, again, that's something we're integrating right now. I think we did last night, our ops guys did another station cash grant for 1,000 station cash. Last weekend we did a 2,000 station cash grant. A lot of the UI is, if you pull up the UI, show us some of the ways that we can use station cash. But you know, when you die, you can resurrect or revive. Use Station Cache to resurrect exactly where you fell down. Revive to go to the nearest bind point. You're using... Alright, so there we go. Setting up a... Do that again, but a little slower, please. Alright, so what Rod's doing is he clicked over here to set up a teleportation for everyone that's in the area to go through. It's going to cost 60 Station Cache. Now again, these prices aren't final. We're just experimenting with prices. Also, we're getting rid of that second password. I've heard a lot of feedback from everybody, and they're not fans of the secondary password, so we're asking Rune Waker to remove it for the North American version. I think it's primarily there for like internet cafes, things like that. Anyway, so I mean that's how it monetizes. We also have a marketplace. You want to bring up the marketplace real quick?
Okay, not much to see in it right now, but
no, it's fine. So here's a marketplace. There's nothing in it. We're going to be selling gear. That's going to be, you know, Station Cache stuff. That's pretty much how the game is monetized. You can certainly play the game and you can play through the game, excuse me, without monetizing. It's really more a matter of convenience, how long you want to send your dragons out, teleporting, enhancing your gear with using gold for Station Cache, that kind of thing.
one of the nice things with the marketplace is a lot of the items that we're going to be selling in there for Station Cache are also going to be available in game through a game currency, the Dragon Insignias. So you'll be able to purchase a lot of those items through just normal gameplay, or if you choose to, you can purchase it through the Station Cache.
Right. Yeah, one Station Cache is 1 cent. It's the same system we used for all of the other SOE games. So 100 Station Cache is $1. What we need to adjust is how much Station Cache you're consuming at various points in the game.
Not a place that you can potentially get stuff.
How many dragons can you tame? You want to answer that question?
How many dragons can you tame? You can tame them all if you want to. If the question is more of how many can you actually have at a time, we're going to start off with just 2 available to you that you can have on your character at one time. If you'd like to open up more slots through Station Cache, you certainly can do so. In addition to that, we also have the Dragon Lair, where you can store your dragons, and they go through and do a large number of activities for you, gathering resources, or training the dragons to get additional skills. That also has a limit of 2 on it, and you can increase that up to a total of 6. If you were to unlock all the slots, you can have 12 dragons at one time.
Someone's asking about bug dragons again. Oh, we got all kinds of dragons in the game. It's crazy. So really what we wanted to show you today was housing. We wanted to show you this new system that we're going to be introducing. It's the Frontier system. You have to find a teleport. Since we couldn't find one for you today, I'll bring my...
Actually, from here, I know where one is.
Oh, sure. Now you know where one is. Why don't you get back on your flying dragon?
I just figured we'd run the whole way. It'd be
Oh,
more
okay,
fun
that's a
that
good
way.
idea. Yeah.
Okay.
This guy's a genius. Wanted to show you the Frontier system, how you buy houses, where you go to buy them, where you place them, talk a little bit about PvP that's coming in the future. Getting your butt kicked here. Showed you a few of the big dragons. Every week we want to show dragons. We want to show capturing dragons. Rod was actually successful just this time. We want to show boss dragons. So again, for those who don't know, the storyline is there's elder dragons came to the world of Eurasia, and they've kind of split into 2 factions because of the Devourer. Devourer is like the leader of the bad dragons, the Doom dragons, and what he does is he devours other dragons to keep himself alive. He's also created minions, undead dragons, a race of humanoids that work for him, the Marauders. What am I forgetting? And then there's the good dragons, and the Osira is this is the race which you are as a character that communes with the good dragons, can capture the good dragons, and work with them as a team. So you won't be able to, my point with all this is you won't be able to capture every dragon you run into. You won't be able to capture a lot of the boss dragons. Players cannot choose sides, sorry. You can play however you want, but the only dragons you'll be able to capture are the dragons on the good side. Can you fly a little faster, maybe? No, that's alright, because you know what? Sometimes when you use the GM commands to go fast, you end up teleporting back lately. I see it there. Up in the sky. Can you kill the good dragon? Yes, you can. You can kill the good dragon. So, I mean, one thing that happens when you try to tame a dragon, if it doesn't work, you jump off and that dragon's attacking you. So, good is a loose term. almost like this dragon's like fanning my head here. Barrier.
We need to turn that tool off. You have too much fun with that.
Hey there, dragon. Got him by the tail. Oh.
I really like the design of this city. I thought it turned out really neat.
If you want a beta key, I'll tell you the easiest way to get a beta key. Go to dragonsprofitthegame.com, and we have these things called dragon packs for sale. As low as $19.99. Instant access to the beta. We also have
instant access. You're gonna get them in right away.
Right away.
Wow, that's incredible.
And you get the equivalent of station cash for whatever purchase you choose. Actually, pick all three of them if you want. But the middle one, the Dragon Lord pack, has a really cool dragon and some really cool stuff, and then the Dragon Master pack has even better stuff. When is open beta? It's coming. You know, it's a ways away. We've got some things we're still working on. But wait, there's more.
But wait, for today offers, we're gonna throw in this. No.
We gave away 2 dragons this past week. We had a white dragon and a black dragon. We had a little contest. Oh.
Cutscene.
Yes, because that's showing you. So check it out. This
is a loading screen.
Is because you found the portal. Now you really should go back to that other place and show everyone where the portal is before you flew into it. Ay, ay, ay.
It was a big pillar in the sky. How
Yes.
could you miss it?
All right, so look. Here we are. Pull up your map real quick. All right, we're on the island. Now go back into this spot. See if when you... Whee! All right. By the way.
Our character's gender lock? Like female or
Our character's gender lock.
No, you can choose either one.
Mage. Oh, no, yeah. You can be male or female for any of the 4 classes. You can really make some cool customizations and make characters look a lot different. All right, so pull up your map again real quick. All right, so check it out. That's where we are. We're on the continent of Ladis. All right, and we're at the Longra Mountain East. All right, so now back up and take a look around the city here, because this is a pretty cool area. And then show everyone when you get away from there from a little distance. Show everyone that, see that big swirling pillar? Probably not of your dragon's butt, thank you. All right, there we go.
Waddle.
Yeah. It's like real life, huh? All right. So mean.
So huge pillar in the sky, hard to miss. What are you doing?
I'm trying to unsummon your dragon because I'm tired of looking at his tail. All right, show that giant pillar again.
Oh god, I'm lost.
There we
There
go.
we go.
All right. Oh, there. What do you know? First person. Very nice.
Ooh.
Animations are a little slow from a distance. Okay, but there you go. So that is our Twitch stream for today. We've showed you housing. We've showed you how to get to housing now. Some cool dragons. We are going to have an update next week. Almost guaranteed.
Almost guaranteed.
I know, community asked me not to say that, but we're going to do an update next week, so get ready for it. It should be cool. Let's see, what else? We got a whole bunch of people that came in to beta today. We've invited some more people. We got some keys we're giving out. The dragon packs are still for sale, so head over to dragonsprofitthegame.com, and we look for...
What's on our webcast next week?
I'm going to get floggings. What's on our webcast? I don't know. What's on our... What are you going to talk about next week?
I have absolutely no idea.
We'll find something cool. I think we were thinking about doing auction house stuff, but there's going to be dragons.
Yeah, there's
Count on
definitely
there
some
being
dragons.
Look for our community team to post next week. They might already know what they want us to talk about, but we haven't decided yet. So
Maybe guilds?
we'll find something fun. Oh, we definitely should do guilds.
That might be kind of fun.
Yeah.
We'll come up with something cool.
We should do some more high-level dungeons too. So
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
give us your feedback. All right, it's been great talking to you guys. Now I got to figure out how to. Oh yeah. All right. Subscribe to our Twitch stream right here, where you guys are. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook.
Hit the social media one.
Oh yeah, because we're that was Taina Rodriguez, our brand manager, and she says we're gonna be putting some cool videos out soon. I wish I could turn the camera towards her and get her some camera time here. But no, seriously, check us out. Follow our Twitch stream. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, all those great places, and we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.